Welcome to your early morning tarot. Well, for me. All right, open table. Let's see what messages we have. We've been really concise this morning. Super quick. All right, we have wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. What else? What else? Wisdom. Nothing else from this one? All right. All right, with wisdom, knowledge gained. What about? Oh, we have an official person here, card 22, and poverty. All right, our official person here is a person in uniform, dominant, battle, official work, rules and regulations, obligations, responsibilities, and control. We have family wound in the reverse. We have it, family matters. Oh my goodness. Okay. 22, 47, and then change. Wow. Okay. All right, we do have great fortune here coming in the bottom. All right, I really feel like this poverty card just breaks my heart. It's like a kid on the floor with a mat praying for a house. And this official person, right, with his family room in the reverse and the change. I think something happened. I want to say that like law enforcement was involved. It really caused a great deal of strain. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't like this at all. This feels like Department of Children and Families or whatever it's called in your state. Okay, this feels like we have good news, wealthy woman, surprise. Okay, all right. I really feel like this was a situation that caused a child welfare involvement. This turned your whole family upside down. Or this is the state that it was in prior to, because you have change here and then great fortune, wealthy woman, and good news with a surprise visitor. All right, let's find out a little bit more about this here. Okay, what was this experience? Understanding, seeing another person's side of the story. What else? Confusion, being unclear. I think that this was a misunderstanding. It almost feels like, all right, trigger warning or whatever needs to be said, saying sensitive things. I feel like this was a third party. Yeah, I feel like any disagreements as well. Like domestic violence call or domestic dispute call that just went all down the wrong direction here. It went from something that was just clearly a misunderstanding or confusion, possibly regarding a third party, or there might be a third party that's not represented here because I'm not seeing the actual family. I mean, I'm seeing the female um, coming in, becoming a wealthy woman, great fortune about this. This might be about a divorce too, but the wisdom here is knowledge about what actually happened through understanding, through being able to see the other side. I feel like it's not the other side unworthy. Not the other side of the story, but the other side, like on the other side of the rainbow, on the other side of this experience. Yeah, mistakes, unworthy of mistakes. Okay, yeah, that's what this is. I think that this was some sort of like cheating spouse or cheating partner, right? And then when there was the like dispute right? This feels like a dispute that law enforcement was called, and then I don't know what it's like in your state, but in the state of Florida, you so much as call them, they come in and they separate you two, and they separate you two because one of you is going to jail. All right, that one goes immediately. If there are children in the house or children involved, they get the Department of Children and Families and child services involved. I think that that is like you understand now where this person fits or it looks like doesn't fit in your current life. This person did make a huge mistake here. They acknowledge it, but they also acknowledge that you're a better person than they are. Yeah, this damage, there was damage done here for sure. Anything else that we need to know about the situation as it was so there is complaints of like being overwhelmed here, and the stress is causing a great deal of they were overwhelmed by the commitment. Well, yeah, I could see that. You commit to this feels like a person that came into an already established family, actually. This feels like a female story, right? And she's got children, and this individual becomes a move-in partner or a spouse or whatnot. And then this third party comes in, and during the confrontation, I guess, about the third party, there was there was a phone call made, whether it was by you or by your neighbors or by the other person or something. Complete confusion, chaos. Probably wasn't quite as bad as, or it might have been with Shadow Side coming out, quite as bad as it was made out to be. I don't know, with the whole child, you know, yeah, I think that this broke up a family. It doesn't look like it was a bad thing, though. Like I said, you've got great fortune coming in. If this was a divorce, it's going to be a hefty settlement headed your way. And then indecisive, but you're not really sure, right? Now, it does say new chapter, trying to move on, space, runner, unfinished business, ego, unexpected outcome. I really think that's that great fortune. So that's where we are. Wow, that is a great deal of information. All right, let me just see here. Why are you indecisive? What is it? All right. Doesn't look like that there is anything to be indecisive about. Two of Swords, but you're like, yeah, no, but there is. There it is. Yeah, I'm not real sure how I'm trying to move on, but there's something that keeps dragging me back here. All right, the Page of Wands. Sword. Six of Cups. You're like, I really am. I'm really trying to just go within, sort out what is true, find my zest for life again, like really taking some time out, but I just keep coming back to the past. I keep coming back and I think about it. I reminisce on it. Like it was nice. I think there's something having to do with this family dynamic. Like you really enjoyed the family aspect of it. Okay, well, you know, the commitment was too much for them. They were overwhelmed by the commitment. And you know what they did when they were overwhelmed? Instead of coming to you to discuss their overwhelm, they ran to the arms of a third party. We have a lot of just childish bickering back and forth, too. Really let their shadow side come through here. The High Priestess and Temperance. There was something within you, too, that kind of knew that something was not quite right, that this person was not quite healed. Right? Oh, look, there's even a little guy in the clouds. It's like, look, I'm watching you. Like, I got you. I'm watching you. I see what you're doing. And this is wisdom. Oh, look, it fell right into the chair. That's cool. This is wisdom that just comes from experience. Yeah. Three of Wands to the Hangman to the Eight of Swords. Like you're really looking at this as an opportunity to change the perspective on what it feels like to be trapped within a situation. Four of Swords at the bottom. And the King of Cups and the Five of Cups. I mean, you do actually, and then the Moon, you do care about this person. Undoubtedly, you care about this person. It's not right for your family. And I'm just going to take a moment and see if I can't help with this indecisive, right? Indecisive. And I want you to take a look at that card and tell me that you are still indecisive. I know, it wasn't exactly what the police report, the Child Protective Services report, the whatever said it was. I know. Like, I get it. But look at the card. Like, look at what you have coming in. You have great fortune. It makes you a wealthy woman. This is good news, and it's going to come from a surprise visitor. See? This is what you have coming in. No more despair, just fulfillment. Break this karmic cycle of toxic relationship patterns, and the universe brings you a gift. And it just so happens to be exactly what you've been manifesting. Might lead to dating, a new journey or travel, perhaps. Like, change, right? Change is challenging sometimes. Change is challenging. It is our brain's natural design to go back into the past and fantasize and romanticize it and remember just the good times. And it's all like our brain is designed to do that. But in this case, I think that, like, you know, mm, this should have never even occurred, right? It should have never even occurred. It shouldn't have escalated as far, like, okay, shouldn't have. For those of you that weren't physically, abused or were not victims of domestic violence or participants in or anything like that, you know, that shouldn't have happened either. But like, it should not, it should never, this should have never happened. This should never happen. This takes lying and manipulation and selfishness, and I don't care what your reason is. You are grown, and as long as you are vocal or can communicate in some way, you should be able to say, hey, I'm overwhelmed in this commitment, and I need to step away for a little while. And let them step away. Let them. Let them. I don't think those Child Protective Services places, I don't think they take too lightly to repeat calls. You have good things coming in. In order for good things to come in, old things that do not serve you have to go. In order for karma to do her job, you have to be the world. You got to close that chapter out in order for karmic justice to come in and show the beauty that she is. All right. My unconditional love to you. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. Unconditional love to your partner as well. And to your children and your family. Until next time, take care of yourself first.